Hey guys, what's up? It's Mike here. Obviously, I never knew why people would say that, like, "Hey, it's this guy's channel right here," as if you didn't already know. Anyway, so I'm just doing this video because I get this question asked frequently, and I thought I'd just kind of settle the answer once and for all. So judging by the title of the video, I guess you can assume that the Unsociables is done. I honestly have no interest in continuing it. It's not about the series, it's just about the medium to film the series, which is Halo Reach, and I can't go back to using that. I've been using it for almost 5 years, and I'm just so tired of using it. And there's just something much better out right now, the Rockstar editor, so there's really no point to go back to something that's primitive and much more difficult to film in. So I actually did try to write a finale of the Unsociables, and I had some ideas, but when it came to like actually thinking of going on Xbox 360 and starting a Halo Reach lobby, I just like if I don't have the motivation or the desire, what is the point? I'm kind of just slaving myself, you know? And that's not what my channel is about. I upload things that, you know, I find fun. I create things that I think are fun. I don't do it because, you know, it would feel like a second job more than like a hobby if I create things that I'm not even enjoying. And a lot of people ask me, oh, why don't you like Halo Reach anymore? But as if it's so surprising that I don't play a 5-year-old game on a daily basis anymore. I just don't know why that's so crazy for people to hear. People are like astounded when I tell them this, and it's a really old game. I'm sorry, I can't play it anymore. There's so many other games that I could be playing right now that I'm not going to limit myself to just playing Halo Reach all the time. So, and I'm also not getting Halo 5, if that's what people are wondering, if I'm going to continue machinima on that, because there is no indication that, first of all, machinima will even be possible in that game, judging by 343's, you know, past incompetencies. So to assume that they're automatically going to fix everything, that's a little out there for me. And even if they did, going back to Halo, I do not want to do that. People think I'm some sort of die-hard Halo fan that will buy every Halo game and will continue to make machinima on Halo forever. The fact of the matter is, I used Halo a lot because it was the only convenient video creation tool at the time. Now that's not the case. We have Rockstar Editor, and I mean, yeah, that's about it. I talked as if there was going to be a long list, but it's just the Rockstar Editor. And it's just so much more easy to film videos. You can preset cameras, and you don't have to like chase like moving things with the camera like in Halo Reach. It's just so much more easy to create things, and I'm not as reliant on body actors, which is a big plus for me. I can't stand having projects held back because, you know, people have school, they have homework, they have bedtimes, time zones, all that bullshit. I just want to be in control of when things come out, not be held back because of other people. So that's a big reason why I'm using Rockstar Editor. So, I mean, I might as well tell you this now. If you're expecting more Halo content, you might as well unsubscribe, because I mean, you're just going to be disappointed every time you upload a video, and you're just going to be asking me, where's Halo? Well, Halo is not coming back. Sorry about that. If you subscribe for the humor on my channel, well, that's not going anywhere. I'm just using a different medium. But if you subscribe because you're a die-hard Halo fan and will not watch any other machinimas but Halo machinimas, then you're going to be disappointed, and you might as well unsubscribe. I'd rather have less subscribers that are interested in my content rather than a lot of subscribers who don't really like the stuff I'm doing now. So, I mean, no hard feelings, you can just unsub, that's fine. So, I'm digressing right now. I'm just going to talk about what would have happened in the Unsociables if it were come to life. If it were to come to life. This is a document that Arbiter kind of wrote up a while ago, actually, and he had all these interesting ideas that I was on board with. So I'm just going to kind of skim through the document that he created. And so the basic premise of Season 4 was that we were going to understand how the X button was doing financially in terms of business and whatnot, because we never really talked about that. And with that being established, there was going to be a new game store opening across the street from the X button called the Y button. And we thought it'd be funny if people would be like, "Oh my god, the Y button, that's so clever. It's like a button on a controller," as if like the X button didn't click in their heads at all. So that's a little joke I was looking forward to do. And eventually the Y button would be drawing customers away from the X button, and this would cause a lot of tension between the two stores. And eventually what would happen is that the X button would be closing, and there was another joke that James wouldn't really care. He would just walk into the X button with a Y button employee uniform and be like, "Hey guys, I got a job across the street." And Mike obviously is like, "What are you doing? I mean, he's gonna run you out of business. Why are you working for that guy?" So eventually, because the X button closes, everyone has to get new jobs. So this would have been like a really cool opportunity to, explore the characters in more depth. So Arbiter thought it'd be a kind of a cool idea that people would get jobs that really don't suit the characters that well. I don't know if we actually thought of the jobs themselves, but Arbiter thought he could, dress up as a greeter for some toy store as an elite, and Mike, he would work on his Uncle Bob's cucumber patch, which is why we had the dream in the premiere where Mike's uncle, he was in a nightmare, and it was gonna kind of like foreshadow him working on the cucumber patch later on in the series. And eventually Mike, he comes back to the X button or something, and all of his friends are gone, and they're nowhere to be found. And eventually it comes to light that the owner of the Y button has stolen all of his friends. So another idea that was going to follow up on this was it was going to be like a Mass Effect kind of thing in Mass Effect 2, where you have to like recruit a team and do loyalty missions for them. So this was going to be a good opportunity to explore the characters that weren't as prominent in the series, such as Oswald Dick and some other characters. And Mike was going to assemble a team of these people to rescue his friends from the Y button owner. And the team was just going to be horrible. It was like Mike would just walk into the meeting room to strategize a plan, and there'd just be like dicks drawn all over the chalkboard from the other teammates, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And let's see what else we have here. Yeah, so the Y button is exposed, and yeah, and it turns out that the owner of the Y button was like a director for Mike back in his acting career, and I don't remember why he hated Mike so much, or it was like a colleague of Mike's, and Mike got a role that he wanted or something. Obviously I didn't plan it out perfectly because we never got that far anyway, but that was going to be the rough gist of it. The rival store, and then X button closing, and then rescuing his friends from the Y button. And so yeah, that's what would have happened in season 4 if it ever got produced. Just in case you guys wanted to picture it in your head or something. So finally, just the last topic of this video, it's just about what's next for this channel. And I think it's kind of obvious I'm just going to make more GTA videos, because it's just much more easier to make videos on that game now. the Injustice department will continue, as well as a lot of other kind of independent videos, because I personally feel that these independent videos do receive more attention because people want like bite-sized forms of entertainment. They don't want to necessarily commit to a series to gather entertainment, I guess. They just want to see like one funny video and just be like, oh, okay, cool, instead of like, oh, I have to learn all the characters, I have to learn what's going on, blah blah blah, which is fine for the loyal followers of the series, but for people who don't watch it, they're probably just gonna ignore it. So yeah, I just want to thank the subscribers that have supported me through my transition, and really means a lot that you guys don't hate me for doing something new than what I've been doing over the past few years. And I hope you guys enjoy the new stuff I make. Thanks for listening if you listen this far. Yep, have a good day. Thanks. Bye.